Alright, good afternoon. Welcome Hump Day. Hump Day. Welcome to the Whole Lot of Zeb channel. We're talking diecast for the next couple minutes or so. I'm gonna stick with the Mopar theme here. I kind of have going on. It seems like every video there's a Mopar in it, so I just picked this up today. It's an M2, and it's a hauler. I've been debating on whether or not I wanted this, and by the time I decided that I did want it, my local Hobby Lobby didn't have it. They just now stocked another one. So they had that one and another car I'm going to show, and a couple other things. So here it is, the Dodge Demon on the hauler. I believe the truck is it's a Dodge 600, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah, it's a 66 L600. Of course, it's all black, so the detail is going to be hard to see. I will take the Demon off the back and show that separately. It's an auto driver. So the reason these N2 haulers can be sold for such a reasonable price at the store as opposed to online, as they try to jack the prices up. 21 bucks. Maybe some of you have been lucky enough to find it cheaper, but that's about the cheapest I've been able to find it, and that is at my local Hobby Lobby. So the reason it's so inexpensive is basically everything on that truck is plastic except the cab over engine. That's how they were able to get away with that. So there's a lot of plastic and not much metal. But even so, it still looks good. It's got a nice color to it, and I'm hoping maybe the other one that was there will be there tomorrow. I want to go back and pick it up, as I like the way this truck looks, and I actually have plans on doing something with it. As of right now, Joe would probably be the only one who knows what I'm talking about, because I did show him some pictures a while back of what I have intentions of doing. But I like the way this hauler looks much better. So if I get the other one, that's going to be crazy, customizing an M2. But yes, I am thinking about doing that. So there it is, all together. I'll just take it off and put the Dodge Daytona up here. There's my finger, always getting in the way. There's just something about black and blue. Those two colors together are so cool. Now my daughter has the red version of the Demon that she snuffed out from underneath me on the pegs over at Hobby Lobby a couple weeks ago. That kid was quick. As a matter of fact, I believe that's the one that she did the review on. They're basically the same casting, just a different color. Hers is red and black, mine is black and blue. Of course, there's not really going to be much to find in fault on this because it's an auto driver, so no opening parts, no issues. And knock on wood, lately I've been lucky with the M2s, not having any issues. I like the trend in that direction. Alright, so that was part of today's pickup. I think I may save the other one for just one of those. I'm gonna save the other one for a movie sequence. Now this next one, and at the recommendation of my friend XLT Off-Road Bear, Joe, had recommended when he had seen that I had a black box 100% collectible of a 70 Plymouth Superbird Hot Wheel, which also has, let's just say that it really is Larry R. Wood's signature, which is Mr. Hot Wheel. So anyway, what I'm going to show you here is going to be shocking to some people. I cracked the box open and you look on the top of the box. There is supposedly his autograph on that box. There's like, I mentioned this before, there's just no documentation that it is his, but there's no documentation that it isn't, so who the hell knows? But anyway, the reason, at the recommendation of Joe, removing this from the box, and I'm glad I did, there was a rubber band that goes under the wheel wells and under the hood to keep the hood open. And I am aware of the fact that the rubber bands do cause discoloration if they're left on there for a long time. Now let me check how long this has been in its box. I'll look for a copyright date on it, and the copyright date on this is 1998. You guys can see that all right? 1998. So this has been boxed up in this, and I had to be careful about how I was removing stuff because I do have intentions of putting it back in the box. But I figured since I have it out, I thought it would be just cool just to show how awesome Hot Wheels did with this car before it just becomes a box princess again. So I'll show some close-ups of it first, and how detailed underneath. So as you can see, it is definitely stock car rated. As both the pipes shoot out to the side, and there is a net and a roll cage, and let's see if I flip it around the other side. If you look in the passenger window, I'm really hoping you might be able to catch a glimpse, but it doesn't seem to be the case. So what I will just tell you about what's in there, you can see a extremely detailed shifter, instrument cluster, and a fire extinguisher, and some other material in the back seat. I'm not quite sure what it is, but the whole interior is detailed beyond belief. So what you see underneath is just as detailed inside. And it is identical in size to the Daytona that is sitting right behind it. So I can just say, holy shit, Hot Wheels did a fabulous job on this casting. This was back in 1998. So it's the first time this car is breathing air, and I assume once I put it back in the box and seal it up, it's going to turn to dust. But that's just my luck. Since Superbirds are a bit of a draw, I wanted to, well, how about I do this first? I'll show you the comparison in size here with the Daytona. That kind of looks cool, the black and green. It's like a Monster commercial. But as you can see, they are literally identical in size. New York. Say it, Robert.
Well, good evening.
Good evening.
Oh, no, we're gonna have a good time tonight. Good evening. That's better.
I love hearing these bootlegs. It's just so great. I'm glad they exist. So that's the comparison in size between the Hot Wheels and the M2. Really, they are, for all intent purposes, the same size. That is such a cool looking scene right there. They did a great job on the Roadrunner on the wing too. How cool looking is that? Sorry, I'm just digging the way that looks. Alright, I'm gonna pull the Daytona off. That was just cool looking. The black and green, a Daytona and a Superbird. It'd be nice to see that in reality one day at a car show. But these cars are getting rarer and rarer. So here's the Johnny Lightning that I've been showing a lot of lately. And this is compared to the Hot Wheels. You see a big size difference. For some reason, Johnny Lightning is all over the place with their version of 164. Their Jeeps are oversized, their cars can be undersized, or maybe the Hot Wheels is just a bigger 1/64th scale, but we're comparing it to an M2, which is very accurate with scale for the most part. I don't have an Auto World Daytona or Superbird, which would be like as accurate as you can get to 1/64th. But even this is kind of cool looking, even though they're not the exact same size. It's still kind of cool to see them together. It's a bit of iconic nostalgia. And the hood does open up on the Hot Wheel, and that alone is, well, obviously it opens up. That's the whole reason I wound up cracking this open, and I'm glad I did. And thank you for suggesting that, Joe. And I am very shocked to say that there is no blemish anywhere where the rubber bands were. Not bad, huh? But thank you for recommending that. I went ahead and done it. It's the interior. Or not the interior. Duh. The engine bay. That's pretty detailed too, right? Are those lines in there? I mean, Hot Wheels did their homework. I'd say this car alone right here could put a couple M2s to shame. And I'm not being funny there, I'm being serious. But then again, M2 has been known to hit the shitter with some of their vehicles. Quality control. Alright. So there is that. Like I said, I'm gonna do my other. I have a Jeep to show. It's not a Johnny Lightning, it's a green light. But the other car I'm gonna show is gonna be a movie scene. So that'll be like one of those 2-3 minute videos, and you won't have to listen to me babbling away. What I have here is a 67 Jeepster Commando off-road, and it is a Goodyear livery on it. I honestly think it's a very cool looking setup, and it also has a winch on the front of it. I'm jealous, I don't even have a winch yet. But here it is. Very cool looking Jeep. And I wish there was a bootleg version of Mark Bolan's Jeepster, because I would be playing that right now. But this one is, yes, it's off-road ready, but it looks like it's one of those, it's like Overlander ready as well, with that roof rack. Possibly set a 10 on top there. I love the wheels. Everything about this Jeepster is just very cool. I have a couple Jeepsters, so every once in a while I'll throw one in the mix. Like I said, I'm thinking about doing a Led Zeppelin retrospect within the next few days. I'm going to start off with Led Zeppelin 1. But that'll be something in a couple days from now. Just wanted to throw that out there for any of you that might be interested. Alright. Well. That's all I got for now. I'll probably be throwing that other video in within the next 20 minutes, half hour or so. So until then, you guys stay safe, be healthy, and I'll catch you on my next video.
Let's cool the firecrackers too, okay? No more of them exploding things. It doesn't really come with good taste.
All right, you guys take care.
So